All right, and we are live. What is going on? And happy Turtle Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to Turtle Recall, the news portion. If you guys don't know, we Turtle Recall. We do a podcast, a weekly podcast where we look at every classic episode of the Ninja Turtle series. And during that podcast, we have a news section, and here is the actual news section. We do it live for you guys every week, every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Usually, I have a co-host. Unfortunately, this week, it is me by myself, as news correspondent Mike is unfortunately not well. So definitely send your best wishes to him. He should be returning next week. I told him to get some rest and and I told him I'm going to go ahead and do this solo. So that's what I'm doing. So if you are new, if you guys are new to this, every week we do a podcast. We look at the classic Ninja Turtle series. This week, the full audio podcast, we are looking at the episode Funny, They Shrank Michelangelo. It should be some good stuff. And you know what? We go into this wild tangent about like nudity in the Ninja Turtle universe, because we were shocked on like some of the scenes that they allowed on kids TV. So be sure to check that out. And this portion will be on that episode where we're rearranging everything, and we're trying to make sure that when we release our podcast episode, we actually have for the current news and not last week news. This week we're gonna have some fun stuff. It's gonna be pretty fast because I don't have a co-host. But some of the stuff I will save to talk again next week with Mike to basically get his overrange. So without further ado, let's get started with this week's news. And for all you guys that are on that are watching this live right now, feel free to chime in on the chat. I would really appreciate that, since I am by myself. That would be really good and everything. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I do want to talk about is, this actually was announced today on Turtles Tuesday, and this was announced today from Super 7. We have the TMNT Ultimates Wave 8 coming. It's going to be really fun. I'm actually really excited about this. In Wave 8, we have 4 figures. They didn't do like 5 like they did last time. We have Genghis Frog. We have Raphael, the space cadet Raphael. We have Shredder in the silver armor, and then we have Robotic Rocksteady. If you remember Wave 7, we had Robotic Bebop. Now we have the complete pair with Robotic Rocksteady. I kind of figured, because the way they've done Rocksteady and Bebop in the Turtles in general is like they kind of like they do them in like separate waves. I wasn't surprised about that. Just like last wave, we got another repaint. This time we have a repaint of Shredder. So last wave we had a repaint of Metalhead. This one we had Shredder, and I will say I was a little bummed because we had like the silver paint, and I was like almost all excited. I was like, oh, is this going to be great for people who don't have the Super 7 Shredder? I think this is a better looking one, and his alternate head is actually really cool too. But I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have like the eyebrows on top of the lid like he did in the Super 7 figure. Now, people did some digging, and I gotta thank for those people that did some digging, because I searched up and down. I couldn't find anything on this, but this is actually based off of a unreleased figure of Shredder in silver armor. So that's where this is that basis come from. So it's not the Toon Shredder. I wish it was the Toon Shredder, and like, I mean, honestly, all you have to do is just paint his abs, and like, you know, there you go, you got Toon Shredder. But you know, it looks pretty good. I will say, you know, last time Mike and I we talked about this, we were kind of worried about the price because Super 7 they released the glow in the dark turtles, and those came out to $65 each. These, thankfully, three of them are $55, and then Robotic Rocksteady, who is a little bigger, which is fair, he is $10 more, and I think that's like their kind of way of like to offset the cost. I mean, you know, things are getting more expensive. We've already talked about how they lost the weapons rack, so yeah. These are look pretty good. You can pre-order them wherever you're listening to this podcast. Be sure to click on the pre-order link, and then we have our Entertainment Earth pre-order link there for you. And what's great about Entertainment Earth is that anything over $39 is free shipping, so you can get one or all of these for free shipping, which is cheaper than any of the other websites you want to pre-order this from. So if you guys like this, let me know. And you know, I will say we will probably get into this again next week when I have Mike with me, just to go into more detail about the figures. All right, next thing I really want to talk about, and this was revealed last week, and like it was released. This was revealed pretty much like right before the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie came out, but Seth Rogen on his Twitter account has revealed the title, and he revealed the title and the logo for the new movie, and which is going to be, it's coming out next year, next August 4th. So we got like 12 months from now for this next movie to come in theaters. It's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and I actually really like the logo. If you guys are listening to this on the audio podcast, the logo itself is like, it's very like heavy metal kind of looking, and I really like it. It has that like the 80s hairband vibes, and like the words Mutant Mayhem, which is like the official subtitle now. So I don't know whatever happened to next chapter, but it is officially Mutant Mayhem. It's actually like ooze, so that's actually really cool. What I am hoping for is that I'm hoping for, since this is a CGI movie, I'm hoping like this is like confirmation that's like we're gonna get more mutants and not just the turtles. So we'll find out. Hey, we might even like, you know, might even get like Rocksteady and Bebop. I'm so curious about this, but you know, let us know what you guys think of the logo. You know, I personally I like it. If you don't like it, I want to hear your reasons why you're not liking it. I think it's a excellent logo. That's just me personally, but that's really all we have for that logo. And the last thing I want to talk about. So last weekend, or I want to say 2 weekends ago, I believe now, it was PowerCon. And like before, PowerCon was really all about He-Man, but this year they expanded out to other 80s franchises, and that included Ninja Turtles. And however, this is like the first year that NECA got invited, and so they actually had we got some pretty cool Ninja Turtle reveals, including what we found out is that inside the Ninja Turtles 2 4-pack of the Secret of Ooze turtle figures, we are actually going to get a cardboard stock diorama of the Dark Shore Club entrance. And like, if you guys remember, this is the entrance where you know, the turtles, they fought Toka and Razar. You know, they go in there, and like when they go in there, that's when they have the Vanilla Ice, and you know, Shredder becomes like Super Shredder. We have the Dark Shore Club. Now we actually need the actual docks to go with our Super Shredder. This is really cool. I actually really like this a lot. and I can't wait to like display these with this in the background. I think the turtles are gonna look really cool. This will be really cool. I really want to recreate one of my favorite memories of Ninja Turtles 2 is when uh, Razar is like he picks up Mikey and he spins him around, and I really want to recreate this. Like that's probably the first thing I'm gonna do I when I open up my set is have like Razar pick up Mikey and like swing him around. I'm excited about that. Not only that, they also showed how uh, the actual sewer set is going to rest on top of the current like cartoon playset. The cartoon playset is the same dimensions as the Channel 3 playset that was from that was from the movie from San Diego exclusive. If you got that one as well, and it fits perfectly. Like the dimensions like go straight on top of that, and then there's going to be a connecting like sewer like tube. So get your other when you get your other play sets, you can actually connect them over, so you can actually have like the other three sewer play sets to connect to each other. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Personally, right now, I don't think I'm going to connect it to my actual street diorama. I think I'm gonna like put it in a separate area, only because the street diorama is already too tall for me. And like I already had some accidents already with some of my figures falling, and that did cause some breakage. So that is me personally. So the other big important thing that they did confirm in there was a lot like, now just to let you guys know, there was a lot of like things like, oh, we're looking into this, we're looking into that. I don't want to get into those just because that's just like that's semi-confirmed. But what we did get confirmed is that we're getting a ultimate cartoon April O'Neil. So April O'Neil will be released again. I know this is one that like especially like this is when NECA was like bringing out these figures to Target, and back in 2020 they were like really hard to find. Some of these figures are still pretty hard to find, but they've gotten a lot easier during the time, just because like NECA has been able to like amp up their production, and also we've been having a lot of like pre-order systems, so for like people to actually like get them, so they're making on demand. But this is going to be a second chance for people who missed out on that April. We will have this April again. She's going to come with more accessories, and then they promised us that she's going to come with a new head sculpt, because I know a lot of people were not happy with the April head sculpt of the current cartoon April. I personally, I mean, I didn't mind it. I mean, the thing is like, April had like, because so many artists and animators touched her and so many different designs, that like, I mean, there's nothing like constant about her. It's just that that's the one that they chose. So and I didn't mind it, but I know a lot of people like this is that everyone has like different images in their head of like what they remember April to be, and so that's why a lot of people weren't happy with it. And like a lot of people's like memory is like what she looked in the first season, even though it was only like 5 episodes. But the first season was also the one that was best animated, because that's when we had like Toei do it. And then after that, we had Murakami Wolf. They did like the rest, and including like their doubling team and everything. So it's just like in a lot of people's mind, they have April, especially like that's the April that's in the theme song. So that I think it would be not wise for NECA just to go with that design. But like I said, like April had so many designs. That's why I don't mind this one. I'm curious what her head sculpt is. Me personally, I know they're gonna go with the classic yellow April, because that's the iconic one. But for an ultimate April O'Neil, I would so rather prefer the Red Sky season, because I already have like the other April, and in fact I have like that April and I have a cat April, so I have 2 Aprils already from NECA already in the yellow outfit. And I mean, like initially I'm thinking like, I want to say, I was like, oh, I probably can skip this one because I'm okay with the way she looks. But I'm pretty sure, knowing NECA, they're gonna like put something that like, oh my gosh, my April doesn't have that accessory or something like that, or like, oh, I love my, and then it's gonna make, it's gonna be like that whole like ultimate Casey Jones kind of thing where like, he had the unmasked head, and like that's the really like the unmasked head and like the mask where he can like hold it. Like those were the only two difference between that Casey Jones, but like, everyone like, including me, I really wanted to get him, and then like, then they released the farm Casey Jones, and I was like, oh, I don't need this ultimate Casey Jones anymore. That's just me personally. But I'm just curious about what you guys think. Is the I mean, are you excited to like, for people who missed April O'Neil, this is a great way to get her again, because like, especially like with like newcomers, especially like now that these things are showing up on the shelves a lot more, and people are like, oh, you know what, I didn't get April, and like now like it's like they have another chance to get her. I really think like just having more chances to get these figures is always better. But like, I'm just curious, like, for you guys who already have April, like, are you satisfied with her, or are you like one of those that, like, you really need another one, like, because you're not happy with the face that she has? I'm curious about this. Let us know and everything. That is all that we have for this week. Like I said, really fast because I have no one else to have a conversation with. But next week we will have Mike again, and and it'll be fun. I'll have like, we have more discussions. Some of these things we'll probably bring back up just because I want to hear Mike's opinion about it. And don't forget that this Thursday, we're the full audio podcast. We're looking at the episode Funny They Shrank Michelangelo. It's you know what? This is a off the walls episode. This is like one of our I will say this right now. This is like one of our longest podcasts. Just because Anna and I, we just had a blast talking about it and talking about all the craziness that went with this episode. All right. Thank you everyone who listened to me, and especially since I was by myself. All right. Till next time, guys. See ya.